USB thing down there.
Oh, perfect, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, that's safe for picking up a socket.
Okay.
Because, yeah, with new phones, I realised, I don't know if it's because I use it a lot though for work and stuff, it seems to go down pretty quick.
Does it? All right. So Roger just said, or the Ovula said reports. You're writing reports, sort of, aren't you? So
That's right.
it could be relevant, but doesn't always follow, but it could be. So I'm just going to see if I can locate him. So Roger, are you there? Oh yes, I can see. Yep, there you are. So he's next to you on the chair, and the spirit that I take to be Poppy is in front of the standard lamp. So beside, yes. God, I'm just checking that I'm filming. So he says beside. So
just here.
Yeah. So if you just come over to me here and see the video, see it on screen, so that you see it, and sometimes when you walk in front of them, they disappear. But anyway, Roger's still showing. You know, because as I say, there's obviously loads of information that the camera is processing all the time.
It seems to like this sort of area here.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of these lines and angles.
Right.
And
so Roger says appear. So yeah, that's a pretty suitable word, isn't it? But I'm still wanting you to say psychic. We're going to go in the kitchen in a minute, Roger, and if you come through with us, and then Aaron wants to see if this picks you up. Talking. Yeah, we're doing a lot of talking, aren't we? But we need a lot of material, and then Aaron can write his report. Possible. Right, so you'll come through into the kitchen, will you? So he'll write his report, and he's got to hopefully convince his colleagues that that really is you. So need a couple of top quality things from you to just prove that that really is you. So I think we've had some, but it's I think Aaron would like a bit more, and if you can, that would be great. So shall we go through into the kitchen and see what happens? So we're going through into the kitchen, Roger, and see if you can show up probably in front of that white cabinet maybe. So Roger is there in front of the television at the moment, I think, if that's him. Could you bring that little wooden table, Caroline, and then I'll put this on it, because it's in the living room, the one with the two circles. All right. So yeah, I can see you, Roger, I think. Just sometimes changing shape a bit. Thanks.
I know it was round about here last time, wasn't it?
Yeah. So he was there, and he's just
remember this,
gone,
yeah, so remember this being the previous, one of the videos that I'd seen was obviously this setup here.
Yeah.
What I kept on getting was seeing a lot of it being connected on here, as well as the foot being stuck here.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So again, it's the angles and the lines that
it
seems
is,
to be figuring itself too. But
so,
I know it started off here, which was interesting. So it started off here, then it moved to the bed, and then it attached itself up, and then started to...
So say he was there, but now it just disappeared as Caroline got in front. I'll just pick it up, and I'll just have a little scan around, see if he's elsewhere. The other thing is that even though there's a stick figure on Caroline, it's not following her limbs precisely, you know, and it does struggle sometimes. Joke. Are you joking, Roger? So sometimes
you can see how it's picking up.
It'll put a figure on there, so like that one on the right, that's not where her arm really is. It thinks it's the arm's folded in front of her, and so it does struggle, but I think it's just that there must be all this information coming in, and it's it just for a second. There is one of Caroline where she goes through this door, and she had a stick figure on it. Right, there's another one. So is that you, Roger?
So again, it's doing what it did in the first one, and now it's going
so Aaron can see you now, Roger. I am holding the camera, but I'm only moving it very slowly, because sometimes you
comes and goes.
Yeah.
I moved it.
No, that wasn't you. It's all right. Are you there, Roger? We saw you and then we lost you again. But it is a bit awkward this sometimes. If you have it fixed, you don't see the whole room, of course. And even though you shouldn't move the camera, perhaps, I think if you move it very slowly and carefully, it's normally you can sort of keep the stick figure on screen. So are you going to show again, Roger? We just saw you and then we lost you. Cup. Right. I can't see a cup. I don't know if you mean cup or what, but just, can you show again, and then hopefully we won't lose you this time.
So that's just in this sort of particular area here.
Right. Is that just a low reading?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just holding it here just for now, but I mean,
Yeah.
the baseline checks are not really picking up.
So Roger, I can't see you. Are you going to show? So like Caroline's in the doorway now, but she's not got a stick figure on her, and I think that's the distance. Karen, just walk slightly towards me, very slightly. Oh yeah, stick figure suddenly appeared. So just go backwards, and then I'll just show Aaron how your stick figure goes when it's... Ah, there's Roger, I think. Oh, he's gone as well. So your stick figure went, and then it looked like Roger, but then he went as well.
So just about there. So
Yeah, that's the limit of the distance. So it's about 12 feet we measured, and that seems critical, you know, and beyond that, the camera can't deal with it.
I moved.
Yeah, it's okay, you can move.
I'm going to have
So,
to walk in front of it.
I've lost you, Roger. Are you...
Sorry, Dad. Sorry, Dad.
Have you gone?
I'm in front of you.
Direct. Right. So is that you again, Roger? Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
So there it goes, and it's going up.
Yeah.
Connects to the wall.
So sometimes it takes him a while to sort of get into his proper stable shape, you know, it is weird. So we can see you now in front of the white cupboard. Your head's looking a bit low, but maybe that's how you really are, I don't know. But
Well, it was a bit bent.
But normally you sort of are more sort of traditional human shape, aren't you? So we can see you. So what can you say? Remember the words we want you to say, psychic or Roger, or anything you can think of that's in the database. So Aaron's still assessing you, so I don't know what Mark is giving you, but probably 4 out of 10 at the moment. He wants a real perfect word from you. Thing. Yeah, maybe. So, thing isn't quite a special enough word. Outside. Yeah, if we go outside, then we'll probably lose your stick figure. We won't see you. So what words can you come out with, Roger? Supper, yeah. You're sort of over the cooker, aren't you? Which is where...
It's nearly time for supper.
Where Caroline prepares the food. We've got hug, yeah. Come over here, we'll hug you.
This would be his sort of thing.
I can't hug you with both my hands full, I'm afraid, but
Wouldn't it, Jeremy?
yeah, Christmas Day we've got that video of you where you are now, Roger, and Caroline was doing the cooking, and you touched her, and in fact in the end you got in her way and she got a bit fed up with you. But no, you've disappeared now.
Christmas dinner, traditional Christmas dinner, and I got him with his camera and my dad in the way, you know.
Girl, yeah, Karen's a girl, if that's what you're saying.
I think might be
Well,
past
an
being a
old girl,
now,
yeah.
but yeah.
So, observe, yeah, we're observing you, or do you mean you're observing us? So, that could be you actually in front of Caroline, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think that is you, isn't it, Roger, in front of Caroline? Because the various limbs aren't following Caroline. He was sort of in front of you, but
Still there.
yeah, I'm not sure if that's you or not, you know, if that's your dad or not. Life. Is that you, Roger, in front of Caroline, or... Ah, hang on. Yep. Frustrating when they show up for briefly. Saw. Yeah, we saw you. We think that was you. So, yeah, that must be you, mustn't it? Because your leg is nowhere near Caroline's leg and your arm's sort of waving. Fly. So is that you, Roger? I think it is.
So that's down there.
Sorry? Ah, right. So... Oh, so annoying when they just show for a second or two. So we keep seeing you, Roger, and then you disappear. You know, I don't know if it's the camera or if it's really you, just sort of not have enough energy, perhaps, to show up for long. I don't know.
When you see them using these cameras, you know, in television programs, it's fleeting, always. But I don't know if that's just the way it's cut or.
As I say, I mean, with some of these, well, these devices especially, they're really moving them around because obviously it'll pick up something and then it'll go.
Happened, yeah.
We
We
to keep
saw
it
it
more stable, we'd be able to pick up some, and that's what happened in the front room. So it was already picking up one certain area.
Wave. Are you waving? Is that what you're saying? We can sort of, if that's you, perhaps we can sort of see you waving, but I'm not sure if that is you or not. Is that you or is that Caroline?
You can't
Caroline,
answer
just you walk over towards the television slowly. See if that figure separates from you or stays with you. Yeah, maybe
It
that's...
seems to be, you can see the arms here keep on
Yeah,
trying to connect here as well.
yeah, so I don't know.
I noticed that in the Alison video as well, when it was on the cabinet and then it asked to touch the hand and then it would try and connect and then it would make a connection with the link here.
Yes, yeah.
Send it out.
Yeah, I just sort of put all that down to the camera just struggling to know what it's really looking at, and but maybe not, I don't know. So, right, so that's you, isn't it, Roger? That's definitely you, and that's you waving. Grandmother. So, are you saying that's Joan then, Roger? Is that what you're saying? Or are you calling Caroline the grandmother, which she is? So that's you, isn't it, Roger? So that's quite a stable figure at the moment. Fact. So he often says fact. So I think that means he's confirming what I said. So that is you, Roger. So he says fact. So it means yes. So door. Yeah, you're by the door of the cabinet, aren't you? So just want one or two more special words. Night. Yeah, I don't know what you mean by night. Come out with a really suitable word. As I say, psychic or Roger. Anything like that would do. So now you're sort of becoming an odd shape. So you seem to be lower than you were and don't really know what you're doing. But oh, another figure. So who's that other figure then, Roger? In front of the chair. Is that Poppy or is that someone else? Is that another person? Men. So who is it, Roger? Can you tell me who that other one is? Paranormal, yeah, it's definitely paranormal. So you'll notice the dog never shows as a stick figure, and obviously that's how this thing's designed, that it doesn't recognise a dog as a human shape, which is what you expect. So who is that, Roger? Can you tell us who that other one is? I'm sure that one in front of the white cabinet is you, isn't it, Roger? And then the other one in front of the chair, who's that? Can you give us a name, Roger? Say who that is? Oh, they've gone now. Oh no, there they are. So I think it's just camera, isn't it, struggling tight. Who is it then, Roger? Tell us who that is, Roger, would you? Wide. Yeah, we need a name, or say if it's a man or a boy, or even if it's Poppy, if it's a dog. Loving. Yeah, we're loving it, and we're loving you, but we need one or two more special words. Aaron's waiting for something really unmistakable that can't be sort of misinterpreted. What can you do, Roger? Remember, we've been waiting months for Aaron to come up, so you need to do something really special. I'm not putting any pressure on you, but just say a really good word. Bored. Yeah, I don't understand that. That's not very special, I don't think. What else can you say, Roger? I know it's hard, but once you come out with a special word, you can have a rest, and we can too. Water. Oh yeah, you're above the water bowl, aren't you? The dog's water. Yeah, that's fairly convincing.
Is it?
Well, yeah.
What
You
do
remember,
think,
it's not easy for him to come out with these
Possibly.
words.
I'm just looking at this figure in the chair because obviously it's
No.
appeared a few times before,
Yeah.
before this one appeared, and then this one stayed on.
Yeah.
But again, it's got two more figures. I think there's only two that it can pick up by the look of it.
Again, that little figure in front of the chair is a bit like the one in the other room that I
Hmm.
think is Poppy. Now, even though obviously she was a dog, but I don't know what her spirit would look like to the camera. And the camera, I think, might see something and it thinks, okay, there's something there. And it sort of puts a little human shape on it,
Is
but I
Poppy
don't know.
seeing anything?
Well, she's looking towards you,
But
but
she is now.
I don't know.
She can only see with one eye. She's a bit blind.
Oh, bless her.
So that figure's going a bit strange now, but
Yeah, I was trying to reconfigure onto the table.
yeah. So where are you, Roger? Sunrise. I know I'm sort of 120 miles from home, but I'm sure that's no issue for you, is it? Business, yeah, it's not an easy business, is it? Just try again, Roger. Compound. So Aaron's got his camera pointing sort of to the corner of the room, and I'm looking in the same general direction, but what I'm trying to do is see you separate from Aaron. What happened then? You looked like you were getting ready to show, were you? I know you do that sometimes. When you're getting ready to show, see a few sticks of the stick figure going in strange positions and what have you, and then suddenly you'll show up properly. So are you there, Roger? That was sort of close, but it is frustrating, isn't it? Because you're nearly there, but you're not quite. Wide. How do you mean? Wide. I'm just going to look in the corner again where Aaron's camera's pointing.
Sorry, I normally do 5 minutes worth of videos as well for each.
Okay, right. Yeah, you just carry on. Oh, there you are, Roger. On the wall, aren't you? That's perfect. Just let me make sure I'm getting this. I can see you, Roger. That's fantastic. Brilliant. Well done.
Whereabouts?
Main. He's above that chair that's next to you.
Okay.
So that's fantastic. That is you, Roger, isn't it? I know it's you. I don't know what it is that tells me, but there's like an instinctive feel and there's a look about you. And that's definitely you. So fantastic. Well done. I knew you'd show, and I could tell you were here from the things you were saying on the Ovilus and the way you're flashing the Ovilus lights. Multiple. So when I reset my computer, Roger, I knew it didn't really need resetting, but I thought it's worth trying anything just to make a difference, because I can't explain why sometimes you don't show and sometimes you do. It's obviously just the way the camera works, isn't it? That it's obviously a very sophisticated camera, and it's not really designed to pick up spirits like you, but it does do it. And obviously if things aren't exactly right, then it won't see you. That's the thing, isn't it? So you're still there, you're showing. I'm going to keep talking and keep you in shot.
Just don't want to disturb, but obviously if he's there, is it just about here? Or?
Yeah, if you just, do you want to sit back in your chair, Aaron? Because obviously you'll see all this video when I show it to you.
Yeah,
and,
I'll stop this one now as well.
Are you? Okay. Wave, yeah. Are you waving at us, Roger? Sorry? So that's fantastic. So I think Aaron is going to believe that's you. Is there anything else, Aaron, that you need me to do to convince you that this is Roger? He's still showing up there. You're not in shot, Aaron.
No, that's fine.
So, although obviously the word Roger is in this Ovilus, he's never actually used that word to say it's me, it's Roger. But it definitely is Roger. So
that could be a target word just for today.
I have asked him to do this before, and he struggles. some days he has trouble using the Ovilus, and I can understand that, but there are some days when he comes out with a whole load of really relevant words. So you're still there, Roger, which is amazing. So thanks so much. This is amazing proof, and when the book gets published eventually, then this is going to make for an incredible chapter, obviously. But see what words you can use, Roger, to prove that it's you. Roger is in the Ovilus, the word Roger. It's not spelt the same as yours. It's R-O-D-G-R. Yours doesn't have the D in it. But just try and say Roger if you can. That would be so fantastic, because you've never said Roger on the Ovilus, have you? But any other words, Roger, that you can say to prove that it's you? I don't know what words you can say, but university perhaps? You've said records or records, so yes, we're recording this. I'll show Aaron this video when you disappear, but I'm not going to stop recording while you're there, because this is what I hoped you'd do, and this is sort of what I knew you'd do, but I knew that it can be tricky. The last few weeks, it takes a while to see you sometimes. So Roger, you keep flashing the EMF meter to show you're around. Squeeze, and you always say squeeze, don't you? Squeeze, hug, wave, all that sort of thing. So I know that's you, because you do say that when you're around. But just try and come out with some different words to prove to Aaron that it's you. Sent. Oh, you've disappeared, Roger. Are you still there, or have you gone? Is that it for the day? I know it takes a lot of energy to do what you do, and I'm sure you are still around, but whatever the mechanism, I don't know, but the camera has stopped seeing you now. Are you going to show again or not? Placate. So I can't see you, Roger. I think that might be it, might it, for the day? But I'll just keep looking for a few minutes just in case you come back. But I think probably that might be it. So there is a spirit in front of the desk, but I don't know whether that's linked to Aaron. It might be you. I think, yes, I think that is you, isn't it? Sort of under the desk. Yes, it is. It's totally separate from Aaron, but you do this, and then, yes, you're sort of starting to look a bit more human-shaped, but initially you're just a bundle of lines and things. So you're there in front of the desk and the chair, but there's all sorts of things that might trigger the camera to think there's a human there when there isn't. And I know it's you, but Aaron, as a professional skeptic, would say that all the bits in the background might be making the camera trigger falsely. But when you were on the white wall, there was virtually nothing to trigger you, so that was definitely you. So you say deplete, so are you starting to feel a bit tired? I'll keep filming while I know you're there, but once you do disappear, I'll probably turn the camera off and we'll try some other things. But I want to show Aaron this film shortly, because I know he'll be amazed. I think, to be honest, Roger, you've done everything that I needed you to, so I'm going to turn this off in a minute and then show Aaron. But you've done really well. I'm just amazed. So I knew you'd do it. Well done. Okay, so I'm going to put this on the table. I know you're still there, but I'm going to turn it off and deal with the video and show Aaron in a minute. But thanks again, that was fantastic.